almost put my whole head in the tub. Like, it was crazy. I came to the coffee shop with vibes and good energy only. I didn't feel very welcomed.
Hello loves, this is Charmaine. Welcome back to the Main Collective channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And now let's get into this week's vlog.
Today is Monday, July 14th. I've had a great day today. I got in late last night from New York, had an amazing time. I took my niece to New York because we got her tickets to see the Broadway musical Hamilton, because they were doing their reunion after like 10 years. So it was really special. We had a ball, an absolute ball. So now it's back to the grizzy. It's Monday. Like I said, it's back to the grind. I need to go work out. As you can see, your girl is ready. I got my little workout headband on. I got my little one-piece body jumpsuit on. I think it's just a jumpsuit, but I'm gonna be wearing this to work out. This is actually an Arola jumpsuit. I have had these for years. I have them in every color. It's probably time for me to re-up because this one is a couple years old and they're just starting to show wear and tear. But I love this jumpsuit. I'm sitting here trying to determine if I want to go for a walk outside with my weighted vest, or do I want to go to the gym with my weighted vest. I'm debating. I don't know. There's pros and cons for both. Not really a con, but more pros for both. And the pro is I get to work out either way. Working out outside, you get that fresh air. And the sun is not beaming in Tampa today. It was raining earlier. It's not supposed to rain again until 8 p.m. So I think I would actually have an amazing time walking outside without sweating from the sun pounding down on me. So I might just go get my walk on outside and just go for a nice, long, refreshing walk. You know when that wind hits you and you just feel so good and relieved. It's such a good experience to have walks like that. So I might just do that. So we'll see. I'll be back. Like I said, I'm about to go get myself together as far as getting my workout on. What did I do today? Today I worked, as y'all know. Your girl is a corporate beauty by day. But I worked earlier, did all of that good stuff, and worked on some of my other ventures. And now, like I said, I usually get up and go work out in the morning. I was gonna get up and go work out in the morning, but I ain't gonna lie, I was so tired. I got up and I was like, my body is literally tired. And there's one thing about me, the more mature I get and more wisdom I get, I prioritize my health. It just is what it is. I prioritize my rest. If my body says rest, I'm a rest. And that's what I did. I rested and I needed it because I woke up feeling so refreshed. But do y'all see the skin? The skin looks really, really good. I think it's that New York air. Or just traveling. I think sometimes I can travel and I just feel so refreshed when I get back. So that could be too, just feeling super refreshed. Also, I know gratitude makes you more pretty, and I'm always filled with gratitude, so that could be it too. Just a flow of gratitude showing on my face. All right, well, let's go get this little walk on and I'll be back. I'm only making that face because I'm really trying to decide which one I want to do. You know what? I think I'm gonna make it easy on myself. I'm gonna go work out outside with my weighted vest. And then in the morning, I'm already signed up for some fitness classes. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go work out tonight because I'll get that outside air. And in the morning, I'm gonna go do my indoor workout. That's what I'm thinking we're gonna do. I had to come back on here because why are my eyelashes so bogus right now? They look so sparse. And what's crazy is they're not even that sparse. The reason they look like this is because they're so long. I didn't want them this long. But sidebar, they're so long that if there's any missing, it looks like there's nothing there and it's got my eyes looking real crazy. You know what? I got some little lashes. I'm gonna have to add some on her. Well, I don't have to, but I want to. I'm not gonna do it right now, but that's what I'm gonna do. Because what? This one's looking mad sparse. Even though it is still very full, it just looks sparse. Ugh. It like looks like there's nothing on some parts of my eye. It just looks crazy. If your lashes aren't full, you know what I'm saying? Like how they are supposed to be, like where there's not any gaps. If there are gaps, it makes them look like they're really, really, like, it looks like there's a lot of missing pieces, and there's literally not. But I was sitting here looking at myself and I was like, what's going on with your lashes, girl? But yeah, like I said, they're not even that bad. I think they're just really long, and it makes them look a lot worse than they actually are. I'm telling you, lashes are so much fun. I love them, but they can also be a little bit annoying when it comes to situations like this, because like I said, it looks like there's something going on here. Like this one has all the full lashes. You can kind of see the shadow. And then this one, where the shadow at? Like, hello, eyelash shadow, where are you? You're here, you're not here. Why are you doing me like that? I haven't had my vest on in a couple of days. And when I tell you I can feel the difference, it's crazy. I feel like this vest weighs way more than it ever did. Mind you, I was wearing it like every day before. Probably the last week and a half, I haven't been wearing it as much. And I can feel the difference. This thing feels like it's 50 pounds. And it's not. It's like 30 pounds. But it feels so heavy. Whew. I can't go that long without wearing it again.
Those knees, keeping the heels on. If you feel like you're finishing these sets and you got some more left in the tank, I encourage you to go up and wait. Hands up! Another one. Nice, there we go.
Y'all, my car is actually sweating. It's not raining. This is humidity taking over my car at this moment. It is literally, it just worked out like I did, I guess. Good morning. I am up. I just finished my morning workout and I'm doing a 2-mile walk with my weighted vest on. I am playing no games, but I'm just about to hit my little 2-mile mark, and I think I'm gonna get a chai latte. It just sounds so yummy, from a little coffee shop. So let's go try it out.
Total zone 2 right now. Excellent, good. Good team, zone 2. Ready, 3, 2, zone 3. Yeah. 6 to 9%.
Good morning. I just finished working out this morning. I had a great workout. I mean, amazing workout. I did like a high intensity HIIT class, and then I did cycle. And baby, when I tell you, I sweat so good. It was just an amazing workout. It's always a blessing to me to be able to move my body. I never take it for granted, ever. But when I tell you, I got up this morning and I did not want to go. I didn't want to go because my stomach was bothering me. Like, you know how it is being a lady. It just is what it is. We go through that. And I was like, my stomach hurts, I don't want to go. But I pulled it together and I was like, you know what? You can still go. Maybe you don't have to give maximum effort, but showing up is still better than not going for today. Tomorrow is technically my rest day. So Wednesday, I technically call it my push day. So I just pushed through and I was like, man, my body wants to just relax. And it wasn't so much that I was sleepy because I got up. You know, that was no problem for me to get up and get to the gym. It was just like once I got in my car, my stomach started cramping. I was like, oh man, no. But I pushed through and it was a great workout. I'm so proud of myself. I really am. But I'm in the mood for coffee this morning. I typically do like a decaf coffee, and I'm just really feeling like having one this morning. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try the new little coffee shop. I've actually been to this coffee shop before. It's just been a while and I absolutely loved it. So I'm gonna go grab one and then I am going to head home, get myself together for the day. I really need to run a couple errands, but we'll see how the day goes. So I'll hit you up. I'll be back. Now me getting to the coffee shop and realizing I ain't got near card, debit card, credit card. I came to the coffee shop with vibes and good energy only. You know, I do have Apple Pay. Hopefully you take that. I pulled up, I reached for my purse. I'm like, oh, you ain't got no purse, sis. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so let's see what this is tasting like. We gotta give it a good, you gotta get up in there and mix it up a little bit. I can't do that. I can't do a little, no, I gotta stir mine. No disrespect to those that don't need to stir theirs up like mine, but I gotta get up in there. All right. Oh, that's good. I got a dirty chai, which is a chai latte with espresso. And I added 2 pumps of vanilla and almond milk. It did good. What the girls be doing? I don't know which finger it is, but all right. Now let's go ahead and get this little day started.
Out on 2 strings, we're going to be going into jackrabbit. We're going to be putting our feet against the shoulder blocks with our hands shoulder width apart on 2 threads. We're going to extend our legs out and then slowly bring them back in. Just like Miss Tiana's doing right here. Beautiful. So with this, we're going to be going up to jackrabbit 2 times. But I just want to let you guys know that. We're going to be here for a little bit. Remember to engage the... We're going to be having our left foot onto the foot bar, headed to...
Good morning. It is Thursday morning. It's 10 a.m. Eastern. So I've been up for a little minute. I went to a training session this morning because I'm in the market for a new trainer. And I went to meet with one and hopefully it goes well. We'll test it out, go from there and see if it's a good fit. I love working out with a trainer because I feel like I get a more challenging workout that just elevates me to the next level. So love having a trainer. Then I signed up for a trial Pilates class. So this was my first time doing a trial Pilates class at Body Bar. Now, I wanted to try Body Bar for a while, so this was my first time. I was like, you know what, the trial is free. What is there to lose? Well, the class was interesting because I will say, based on a feeling, I didn't feel very welcomed. It just is what it is, and I'll tell you why. The reason I didn't feel welcome, I'm going to walk you through the whole thing. And this is, like I said, my feelings only. So anyways, I walk in and the lady at the front desk greets me. She's very nice. I got there a little bit early, of course, because you want to get set up, familiarize yourself with everything. She's like, you know, you got to buy socks. And I'm like, okay, cool. Socks, $20. Socks weren't even good. To me, the socks weren't that great of a quality. But I was like, okay, whatever. If I had prepared a little bit better, obviously I would have bought some higher quality socks from somewhere else. So not a big deal. I charge it to the game. So I walk in, as I'm putting my stuff in the cubby, like my shoes, my keys, my phone. Well, I didn't really put my phone in there because I wanted to get a little, you know, recording or whatever. But so the girl from the front desk says, I'm going to go tell the instructor that you're here, so on and so forth. So I said, okay, cool. So she walks over to her. I guess she tells her my name, whatever else. I tell the young lady at the front desk, it's been a while since I've been on a reformer, which is true. I have taken different Pilates classes, maybe a handful of them, to just try and see like what works for me, what doesn't work for me. And so I have a really good comparison analysis. I know like when the instructor is engaged, when they're welcoming, when they're knowledgeable in what they're doing based on my experiences. And I've gone to some really good classes before in my time in Dallas. So anyways, the young lady from the front desk walks out. The instructor walks over to me. She says, my name is ... I say, hello, nice to meet you. My name is Charmaine. And that was it. Like, don't ask me for help. You know, she didn't offer that, but she didn't say like, hey, if you need anything, let me know. I'll, you know, check on you, make sure you're okay. The reason I thought this was important is because to me, that's welcoming. When you say to someone new to your class, like, hey, let me know if you need any help, raise your hand and I'll come by, I'll swing by, make sure you're okay. There were only 6 people in the class total. So the front row, it was me and 3 other ladies. The second row, there were 2 ladies, and the last row, there was just 1 lady. Now, out of the 6 of us, 4 of them knew what they were doing. They were doing really good. Me and the other girl, again, knew. The other girl was probably newer than me to the Pilates reformer world. And I don't even think she introduced herself to her. I don't even think she didn't. I don't recall seeing her walk over and introduce herself. The girl did get there kind of late, so after class started. So, you know, we kind of understand how that goes. Kind of interrupts the flow as an instructor if you have to stop. So the young lady that walked in late, she was struggling a little bit. Not once did that instructor go over to her and be like, hey, do you need any help? Let me help you, blah, blah, blah. So for that reason, I didn't feel very welcome, but it wasn't just me. Who is calling me? Oh, anyway. So it wasn't just me with regard to feeling like, okay, I don't see the warm and, you know, I didn't get the warm and fuzzy. So aside from that, the class itself was very basic as far as the movements, which is a good thing because, you know, if you're used to kind of the basic movements, they definitely did that, had a down pack, which I thought was cool. I thought that was cool. The music was low-key putting me to sleep. It was very low. It was like old school rock, maybe. I don't even want to call it rock. I might call it like a mix of rock and pop, maybe. But it wasn't, to me, it didn't catch my attention. And that's a personal opinion too. I wasn't expecting them to play like Jeezy or anything. I'm just saying. But I was expecting a little bit more of an engagement, maybe upbeat even music for the movements that we were doing. And that just wasn't my experience. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know if I would go back. I don't know if I would go back. Maybe if she was the instructor, I definitely wouldn't take her class again because I like to feel welcomed. I mean, because I like to make people feel welcome. I'm not expecting anyone to roll out the red carpet, but at least a welcoming, hey, let me know if you need anything, if you need help, blah, blah, blah. So y'all, at the end of the class, I kind of walked out a little earlier than everybody else, and she kind of took an initiative to walk out behind me almost as if like something was wrong. And so I walked out and she kind of rushes on. She goes, hey, are you okay? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine. She goes, oh, and walked back in the class. I kid you not. I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna let that ruin my Pilates journey or experience in trying to familiarize myself with a good Pilates studio in Tampa. I'm gonna keep looking, but I don't think I would be quick to go to that one or recommend that one. So anyway, I say all that to say that today I was like on an exploratory workout day. Like I said, looking and testing out a new trainer potentially. Today was just the assessment, and then trying out a new Pilates studio to add that into my routine. And we'll see how that goes. I'm definitely going to try another Pilates studio and see if I get a better experience. I feel like I would. So we'll see. But other than that, I have some pending errands that your girl has needed to run for a while, and I just haven't done them. I haven't done them. Like, I've been busy, and so I need to work on that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze it in today, but definitely have to squeeze it in tomorrow. I need to get a real ID, not technically because I have my passport, but I need to get a new ID because mine is expiring. So it's time to do that. It's also time for me to change my name, which I was trying to wait until it got a little closer to my license expiring. No real reason why, probably just because I was moving and shaking so much that I was like, let me try to do this, when I absolutely have to, almost. Even though I want to change my name, don't get me wrong. It was just the process of changing my name and my passport and my license, all those things. I was like, I just have to be a little more settled to do that. And what I mean by settled is your girl be on the move. I travel a lot, and so that makes it a little hard sometimes to just sit down and take care of some of the basic things, which I'm going to do. I like to do my errands and take care of my business, but as of late, it's just been a little harder than normal. But it's not a complaint. Certainly not a complaint. Really just a point of reference. Like, all right, girl, you need to get this done. So I'm going to do a little work. I actually have plans for meeting one of my girlfriends later, so we'll see how that goes. I need to think about that. I need to get my hair and my outfit together, so we'll go from there, and I will see y'all in a little bit. I am getting myself together because me and one of my girlfriends are going to kind of like this music lounge vibe. They don't really have dinner at this place, but they do have like music. It's supposed to be a pretty decent, kind of like a DJ almost there, playing, some pretty chill, grown music. I got my mirror right here, so if you see me looking away, that's all I'm doing. But yeah, let's just have a little chill, get ready with me real quick moment. I'm not gonna do too much. I literally just put my primer on. I'm going to do a little tiny bit of concealer because y'all know it's hot in Tampa, and really putting on a whole lot of makeup, you're probably just going to sweat it off. And to me, the way my skin is, really less is more for me. Now, everyone's different and what they like. More power to you, doing what works for you. But for me, like a less is more look always works better for me. And when I take pictures, I always appreciate that I did less, because sometimes when I do the more makeup vibe, I end up just looking crazy, and it's no one's fault but my own. I'll be looking crazy, and I'll be sitting there like, why did you put all that on your face? But like I said, to each their own. That's just my own personal experience. I am just like, I don't do too much. Y'all remember that one demure? I don't do too much. I literally don't do too much. It probably takes me more time to play around in my makeup than it does to actually put it on, because I just be keeping it light. And I'm telling you, every time I overdo it, it does not look right. It really doesn't. By the way, your girl's eyebrows, I need to get these bad boys threaded or waxed. I really don't grow enough extra hair to get them waxed or threaded, to be honest with you. Like, I have gone to a place before and they charged me like $5 to wax my eyebrows because there's just not enough hair there. And I've never really grown a whole bunch of extra hair on my eyebrows, which is a good thing. But of course, you always low-key with the eyebrows, you always want what you don't have. So for example, I would love to have some thick bushy eyebrows, but that's just not my ministry, you know. So I just got to work with what I have. But I know one day I am definitely going to do microblading or nanoblading. I want to do that one day. I did test it out. My girlfriend, my best friend, she actually owns a microblading studio, and she did a really good tint on my eyebrows, and they looked so good. It just made me, it like reaffirmed my thought process, like, yes, I want to do this one day. I'm actually using some eyebrow glue. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Honestly, I don't really know if it gives the look I'm going for. Sometimes, I'm just gonna say it does, where the goal is to just have the eyebrows like look like they are brushed up after filling them in, for me, because I'm adding a look of additional hair on my eyebrows, and so the goal is to make them look like they're all going one direction, including my natural eyebrows, obviously. So anyway, I'm excited to try this place tonight. I'm really exploring my new city to the best of my ability. It's really fun, actually, because I was so familiar. Well, you know what? Let me not say that. I was about to say I was so familiar with the Dallas scene, but I can't really say that because the Dallas scene actually changes. So it's like a lot of times there will be a spot that's like a vibe for a while, and then it's just not. So it'll be like the place to go for a little bit, and then it's just not. So I can't really say that, but I did kind of know what vibe I was trying to curate in Dallas. I can say that. So sometimes, you know, I remember the last time I was in Dallas, me and my girlfriend went to it was like a grown, supposed to be like a grown and sexy little like DJ set, y'all. We both were like, we are the oldest people in here. And I don't even mean that as in we're super old. What I mean is the crowd was like 20. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you say grown and sexy, I'm thinking adults, like 35 plus. That's just what naturally comes to mind if you say it's a grown and sexy vibe. Nobody was dressed grown and sexy. And when I say dress grown and sexy, what I'm talking about, I'm just trying to see if did it blend right, y'all. I don't think it did, and I think the reason it didn't, I'm gonna put a little more concealer, a little bit darker one. I think that's why it didn't blend. Or truthfully, I might need a new sponge. So let's actually try that. I'm gonna throw that one away. It's had a good run. I'm gonna let this set for a little bit because what was happening is it was getting like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was getting like sparse. Like it wasn't spreading anymore, if that makes sense. It was really more so just sitting on my skin, and I like mine to spread. So, okay, that might have done the trick. I ain't gonna worry too much about it, honestly, because if you looking that close at my face, we got some other things to talk about. Why are you looking that close at my face? Realistically. So I'm just kind of reapplying this because, like I said, that first go around didn't really do what it was supposed to have done. Oops, I dropped the top. I'll come back for it. But yeah, so anyways, this is supposed to be kind of a grown and sexy vibe. So we'll see. We'll see. If it's not, the good thing is we don't have to ever go there again. It's not that serious. Not that serious. If it's great, you know, maybe I add it into the rotation. You know, I always like to find places to go for even when my friends come in from out of town. And yeah, this makeup just not setting. Maybe it's expired, y'all. It just looked weird on my nose. Why is that? Y'all let me know in the comments. It's like not spreading. Let me see what we can do about this here. Because ain't nobody got time. Like I said, I wasn't really even trying to do all of this. But you're kind of leaving me no choice, makeup. All right, maybe I'm going to let it sit for a little longer. And we'll just keep catching up. So anyways, the Grown and Sexy spot we're going to tonight. Should be cool. But pivoting back to Dallas, like Dallas would switch it up. Like I said, there would be a spot. It would be the, you know, the vibe. And then it would close. And the vibes would usually transfer somewhere else. Or not. But like I said, the spot me and my girl went to when I was in Dallas, we were definitely like, this is different. You know what? I think maybe I'm blending it a little too much. I'm going to just leave that alone because, like I said, whenever I do too much with my face, I end up looking crazy. So I ain't even going. We just going to leave it alone. But anywho, child, let me grab this little top. Not me in the rolly chair. But, we're going to enjoy ourselves, I'm sure. The thing is, I'm like, dang, I didn't really eat. Excuse me. Not that I need to eat because your girl is certainly in a caloric deficit. But I also don't like to go anywhere really hungry. That's something about, I don't know, the older I've gotten, I don't like to go anywhere really, really hungry. Even if I'm going out to dinner with my girls, I don't want to go there really, really hungry. I really don't. Like, I try to eat throughout the day and plan accordingly so that I'm not pulling up nowhere starving. That's not a good look for me. And that's something I think that came the older I got. I don't want to go nowhere starving. So I like to make sure I eat before. So I was saying all that to say is I did eat a little bit earlier, so I should be fine. And this place just has light bites, which is good because I don't need to be eating super late anyway, you know? And we're not going until about 8 o'clock. So I don't need to be eating super late. I really don't. I need to be, what time is it? It's 7 o'clock. I need to be done eating for today anyway, which technically I am. But I'm not going to lie. I do give myself a little bit of grace if I'm out, that if I do get hungry, I don't starve myself. Now, some people can roll like that. They can be hungry and still be like, nope, I'm not eating, blah, blah, blah. Me, I don't really do that. I will eat, but it won't be anything too major. Sorry. It won't be anything too major. Like I said, they have like oysters at this spot, French fries. And if anyone knows me, my cheat meal is and pretty much has always been French fries. I'm just bronzing up my face a little bit to add a little more definition or contour, as the girlies say. I really don't do too much with the contour these days because I'm just in my light makeup era, I think. And I love that for me. But hopefully, I'm just doing this to set my setting powder a little bit. I got my fan ready today, y'all. A lot of times I don't. If y'all remember my last vlog, I really be playing around. I got a fan here, another fan here. So I really do be having fans on standby. So for me to be doing my makeup with no fan nearby is crazy. It's crazy. So anyway, but yeah, if I get super hungry, I will get some French fries. That's my cheat meal. That's what I was saying. Anyone that knows me knows fries are my cheat meal. Always have been. for years. Because for those of you who don't know, I really don't eat meat. Every blue moon, I think I've said this before. I know I've said this before. I will have a turkey sandwich or like some turkey bacon, but it doesn't really do anything for me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You know how sometimes people are like, oh, I'm so glad I had that. I missed having that. I never feel like that, ever. I'd be like, oh, okay, it was cool. I ate. But if it was up to me, I probably naturally would eat a little more, probably heavily on the vegan side, because I actually enjoy vegan food. You know, some people eat it because like they have to, or they think it's gonna, you know, there's another benefit to it for them, whatever that is. But for me, I actually enjoy vegan food a lot. So yeah, but it's so funny, before I was getting my makeup together, I had to laugh at myself because I don't know if y'all do this either. Like, I buy clothes and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wear these, and then I low-key never wear them, but I also continue to buy clothes. So I have been on a clothes buying stop. I'm like, nope, we're not buying no more clothes until you wear what you have. And the truth is, I have plenty of clothes. Plenty. Mind you, I gave away probably 75% of my clothes when I moved to Tampa. Number one, because a lot of the clothes I had, I just didn't wear. Number two, I still had a lot of winter clothes, and obviously we're in Tampa. They don't have long enough winters, but I did still keep a lot of sweaters because I do enjoy throwing a sweater on. And a lot of times in Tampa when I go out, they be having the air blasting, and that is hard on me, okay? I do not like to be anywhere with the air blasting. So I always have a sweater nearby. But I have the cutest outfit. I think it's cute. Look, I think it's cute. Don't tell nobody. I think it's cute. I got it from Fashion Nova like a while ago. That's the one thing about me. I be having clothes and shoes and accessories that I bought like a super long time ago, never wear them. So it's a great thing, actually, that I am not really buying anything right now, because I was like, nope, wear what you got. Not me just throwing stuff. Ciao. But wear what you have, and that's that. So that's really where I'm at with my attire. But this outfit is so cute. I pulled it up. So y'all, let me tell you what happened. I got the outfit. First of all, I got it from Fashion Nova. How is my battery low? That's crazy. I charged it all day. Anyways, got it from Fashion Nova. The pants were too long. I actually looked at the pants and I thought they had been worn and returned. So anyways, only reason I say that is because the butt seam, the seam in the back, was like spread apart. So I was like, somebody definitely tried to someone to return them, because there's no stretch. So I was like, if you were any bigger than me, with all due respect, the outfit would literally have been too small, because there's no stretch. And I ordered a size large. So I'm just saying, if they were anything over a large, and I'm typically like a true medium, if they were over a medium and bought that, it wasn't gonna work, only because there's no stretch. So I say all that to say, I took it to a seamstress. Because the pants were way too long, number one. Number two, now my camera dying on me again. Not dying, my memory card filled up. It's time for me to get some additional memory cards, don't you think? Yes. Anyway, what I was saying is, I went and bought some hem tape, and I just hemmed my pants myself. My husband's, I still need to take to a tailor, because his are a little more high quality than mine. But I need to take his to a tailor. Mine, I put some hem tape on those things, and I was like, we're done with this. Like, we not doing all of that. Not for these. We gonna call it a day and be done with it and go on about our lives. So that's really what I did with these pants. So I'm wearing the outfit tonight, and hopefully like the hem tape doesn't come apart or anything. That would be so funny There's so many things I just don't care about. That would be one of them. I'd be like, oh well, it happened. Y'all, I feel like I should have put some eyeliner on. Kind of make the eyes pop a little bit but I don't know, I kind of like the natural look as well. Let's see, maybe I will. So let me do that. I'm gonna do a little eyeliner and I'm gonna come back with the finished product. See you in a minute. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute. Well, not really, maybe like 2 days. We gotta catch up. I'm also gonna do a little light bead, trying to decide what angle I want to use, but I just started off with some primer. I am about to go run a few little errands, but primarily the errands are to dilly dally. That's it. I need to get a birthday present for one of my girls because she has a birthday coming up. My birthday's coming up as well, so we share birthday time. And some years ago we started a trend of getting Pandora charms, and so while I don't have my Pandora bracelet on now, I do wear it often actually. So I was like, I want to go get her a charm today so I can put it in the mail Monday so that she'll have it by her birthday. That's kind of my plan. I don't feel like my makeup's really moving around. We'll see. Honestly, it's probably expired, and that would not surprise me because I keep my makeup for a long time. Do you keep your makeup for a long time? Let me know in the comments if you do it too, because I do. I keep my makeup for too long because I don't wear makeup a lot, even though I love makeup. I love makeup. Like, it's so much fun to me, but I don't wear it often. I wear it, for special occasions, but a lot of the times I just don't think that is working. Let's start over with something different. But a lot of times I just do natural face. I just don't even bother with the makeup. So when I do makeup, I just like to have a lot of fun with it and go from there. So anyway, I'm gonna go dilly dally. I'm gonna run to the mall and see what I see for her birthday, and if I see anything for me. But I'm really not in the shopping mood. I might just go, like I said, explore and have some fun, but I don't have any real things that I'm trying to purchase at the moment. Of course I have some things I'm interested in, but nothing too serious. I might just run in and, like I said, run in and run out, walk around, have a little fun with it, and get up out of there. But you know me, I'm good for a little light beat. This is literally going to be the lightest beat ever. You know what? I shouldn't say that because this is actually, no. A sponge. This is actually, I guess I really should call this my everyday makeup because this is how my makeup looks pretty much every day. So I just put some concealer on. Y'all kind of know my routine. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna move my mirror up to me a little bit closer. There we go. Yeah, I think we're good. Excuse me. I'm feeling these little eyebrows because they're looking a little sparse. So after the mall, I really don't have any plans. I'm probably just gonna come back and do some straightening up around the house. My house is pretty straight, but I like to keep it as tidy as possible and just go from there. I really been saying this for a long time, but I need to set up an appointment for a facial and a massage. I really want both, and that was really what I wanted for my own birthday present. I was like, I want a massage and a facial because I have not done one in a long time. I would love to do micro needling, so that might be on the table. We'll see. We will see. Because you see me doing my little 1, 2. But I'm starting to get, sometimes I get these little random bumps on my face. I guess you could call them pimples, but they don't really turn into pimples though. You know what I'm saying? And I have them right here too. And the reason I only call that out is because, with all due respect, I don't usually break out. That's usually not me. I usually don't break out. I do eat pretty clean. Again, with all due respect, it's not as a comparison factor of what I do versus what the next person does, but for my own self, like I don't eat fried food. I'm not saying that that's the only reason you can get a breakout, but just for my own sanity, like there's a lot of things I don't entertain as far as what I like to eat. Now, I'm just gonna keep throwing my stuff around until I don't at this point. And I'm looking for my little tool that I use to put on my powder, but that's okay. I can't find it. No biggie. We will easily improvise. No biggie. I'll pull out my old rusty trusty MAC brush. Y'all remember when the girls just be like, and I'm using this brush. I don't know if girls still do that. I think it's so cute though. Maybe I'll do that one day, but I don't keep enough track of what kind of brushes I have, and I don't like trade them out enough to really be like trendy with my brushes. Like I have some MAC brushes, some Sephora brushes, a couple Amazon brushes. It just depends on the day. Like all kind of brushes are in my little brush arsenal. I guess you could call it. That is so funny. So anyway, going back to what I was talking about, I really want to get a facial and a massage because I'm like, I think my skin is just doing something funky. I know it's going to be an easy resolve, but I was like, you know, I've been wanting to do it for a minute anyway, so I might as well. And I got my fan today. Y'all know I be forgetting my fan a lot of the times. And don't laugh at my lashes if you care to look at them up close because they are sparse. But I did get some fillers. Not fillers, oh my gosh. Eyelashes, spare eyelashes. I got these. So I did put a couple of them in to fill in the empty spots, but I don't think I'm gonna do that today just because I'm really like not in the mood to do all that today. I'm really not. So I'm just not gonna do it. But I really do need to, while I'm in the mall, now that I think about it, I need to hit up Sephora because my favorite powder in the whole world is this Micro Smooth powder. Y'all, it's so good. I could just eat it. It's so good. I've been using this powder for years and I'm almost out of it. Again, my makeup lasts me a really long time because I don't wear it every day. So this is I probably bought this like in 2020. I wouldn't be surprised. Or 2019. Like it's for real that old, y'all. I'm not even being funny or dramatic. That's why I'm like, does makeup expire? Yes, it does. But I do not pay attention to the expirations and I really should start doing that. That's probably why my face is breaking out. I just answered my own question. I just provided my own solution. That's probably what's going on. Is that I'm using some old stale makeup and I probably need to clean my brushes also. Shoot, truth be told, I need to clean these little brushes. So anyways, let's catch up. The other day, I met one of my girlfriends out. We had such a good time. Tried this new place out in Tampa. Had an absolute blast. They played such good music. Super fun. But anyway, had a great time. Then just did some work the next day. Had a lot of meetings and stuff like that. And that's really what I took care of. And then last night, my same girlfriend that I went out with the other night, we actually had a Love Island binge watching session. It was so much fun. I've never watched Love Island. I know. I don't really watch TV. So all my friends will tell you it's the funniest thing ever. I don't really watch TV. So people when they come to my house, they would be like, this girl really don't even watch TV. Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk and we're gonna bond. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, here goes my little thing I was looking for to put on my setting powder. That's okay. Don't need it anymore. But so we binge watched a couple episodes of Love Island. It was so good. I mean, the reason I say it was good because it was interesting. It definitely caught my attention in more ways than one with regard to me being a little creeped out by what was going on in the very beginning. I don't want to ruin it for anybody if you haven't seen it, but what was going on in the beginning just was like, what? That's what we doing? That's too much. So me and my girl were both just sitting there like, what? So anyway, we stayed up late watching Love Island and it was such a blast. I got home. Y'all, and this part is hilarious. I got home last night late, right? Because I was out with my homegirl. I mean, not really out, at her house watching Love Island. Get home, sign up for some classes at the gym. I'm super excited, amped, ready to go work it out. Ready, okay? I'm up, I got my workout clothes on. And I had signed up really for maybe 2 classes, like early. One of them was starting at like 7, I think. No, maybe 8. One was starting at 8, one was starting at 9. Well, anyways, last night when I got home, I realized I'm not gonna be able to get up that early. I'm already tired. Like, let me enjoy my rest. So I canceled the first class that started at 8. I kept the one that started at 9, and then I realized, I was like, you know what, 9 is a little too early. Let me cancel that one too. Canceled 9. So I was like, I'll do the 10 o'clock cycle class. That'll be a blast. Got to the gym. Y'all, why was there a line to get in the parking lot? A line. So number 1, now I'm about to be late to the class. Number 1. Number 2, a line? What? Who is doing all of that to work out? I mean, not necessarily to work out, but the gym is sometimes just more of a hangout for folks than it is like a workout. And whatever, to each your own. If that gets you in the gym and gets your body moving, more power to you. I love it for you. But I'm not gonna hold you. I walked in the gym, I saw all those people, and I drove out. I was like, I'm just gonna go for a walk with my weighted vest because I don't have it in me. I do not have it in me to deal with that. First of all, waiting in line to park is crazy. Secondly, then I knew the crowd doesn't really bother me. So I can't even really act like, oh, I would have had to battle through people. I don't really care too much about the crowd. I was just really looking at it from the fact that I was gonna have to park far away, legitimately far away, and walk in the heat and all the things. And I was just like, I'm so not in the mood for this, because obviously I go to the gym pretty much every day and there's never a crowd like that. So I have gotten very much used to not having to park super far away, not having to just do the most to get in the gym. And when I realized I was going to have to do the most, I was like, no, I'll come back tomorrow, it'll be empty. So I might as well just do an outdoor workout or go to the mall and get my steps in, just keep it simple and get it in that way, because I didn't have the capacity. I just did not have it today, and that's okay. So anyway, I'm about to go to the mall and dilly dally. Let's go.
Dainty and elegant. I wrote 2 sides because I wasn't sure, like, do you prefer something fit like that, or do you prefer something like this is large, it's a little bit bigger, like,
That's pretty.
put it on, because this is, let me see, this is medium. Medium will be a little bit small on you probably. I would love to have you on like that.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm not going to close it because it looks like large ruby. You see how beautiful it looks on your wrist?
That's pretty.
And you need to see it with this. I think you should do this.
Oh, y'all, I had so much fun at the mall. I went and did a little jewelry shopping and just enjoyed myself. Had a ball. Now I'm about to go get some sushi, so let's go get something to eat. Yes, thank you. Hey y'all, I'm back home. I'm sitting here steaming my face, but I'll get to the steamer in a minute. I had an amazing day today. So as you know, I went to the mall earlier, had a great time, got my sister's charm from Pandora. I got a super cute charm and left Pandora. Then I just kind of did a little eye browsing of jewelry because I do like to look at different jewelry styles and types, and sometimes I do it to just manifest like really nice, you know, pieces of jewelry for one day, if not now. But I love to go and look at different jewelry styles, different jewelry pieces at different stores. So I went into Tiffany, had a great experience. My saleswoman was amazing, trying on all kind of bracelets, had such a good time, and was really introduced to Tiffany because I don't think I really had ever been in Tiffany. So this was my first time and I loved it. Then I went over to David Yurman, tried on some pieces, had some really great pieces, had amazing service again in there. And I left out of the mall. I think I browsed in a couple more stores, but I really there was nothing that caught my eye that I was like, oh, I need this or I want to buy this. The only thing I didn't get a chance to do is go into Sephora because I did need a couple of products, but I was like, I can go to Sephora anytime. No big deal. Then I left there and I took myself on a little date. I went to get some sushi from one of my favorite sushi places, had my little sushi roll, really enjoyed myself there. It was so relaxing. And then I was leaving and I saw a foot reflexology place. And I was like, man, I've been wanting to do that for so long. Just find a good foot reflexology, someplace I can pop in if I want to without like maybe scheduling too far in advance. Because sometimes you know how you just need something to relax you or something that you feel like is self-care or pampering yourself. You just want to be able to pop in. Well, I do. I want to be able to pop in sometimes. I don't want to have to always make an appointment 2 weeks in advance. And so I walked to my car and I saw it and I was like, don't want to do that today. And I was like, yes, I do want to do that today. And I walked in and I was like, hey, do you guys have any appointments available today? And to make a long story short, she's like, yeah, we do. Is that we only have 30 minutes though, because we're all booked up. I was like, that's perfect. So I did a 30-minute foot reflexology where they massage my feet. Excuse me. They massaged my feet, they massaged my calves. Oh, it was so pleasant. I did start to doze off in the midst of it. It was that good. And I was like, okay, I need to do this more often. I would be interested to see what some of the other therapists how their skills were, because the lady I went to, she was good, but I would just be interested to see, you know, how the other ones are as well, so I kind of know like, that's my person. I'm gonna make my appointment with that person if I do decide to get in that space of making appointments or just walking in and seeing who works better for me. I'll put it like that. But it was just so nice. Such a nice night. Came home, did my little skincare. Well, not full skincare, but I washed my face, got in the shower, took my time, did all that, because I cannot take a fast shower. You know, some people can be like, I'm gonna hop in the shower, or I'm gonna hop in the bath, or I'm gonna wash my face real quick. Like, I can't do any of that stuff real quick because I feel like it's not thorough. So for me, I need some time to do all the things while I'm taking my bath, my shower, washing my face. I can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna hop in there real quick. I just feel like at my big age, like, nah, I'm not hopping in the shower. I need to get up in there and do what I need to do. And that's just what it is. I need to allot myself enough time to make sure I can do what I need to do. And I just leave it at that. So I took my time, got in the shower, did all those things, and now I am just sitting here doing a steam treatment on my face. And this is just water in this steamer. I don't know if I've shown y'all this one before. I got this probably in the pandemic, but it has a few settings. Warm towel, so I think if you, ooh, that water came out and landed on me, that was hot. Warm towel, so I'm thinking that's if you have a towel you just want to warm up and put on your face, or whatever body part, you know. Facial steamer, which is the one I'm using, where it's just water is in this little reservoir and it just comes up, it heats up, and then it, you know, comes out of the little space right here. And then it has a humidifier option. I've never used the humidifier option. I've only used the facial steamer option, but my skin is kind of doing something weird here, which is so not like my skin. So I think some of it is hard water. I think some of it is just hard water. Ooh, that was hot. Some of it is just a change in the water. Some of it is a change in the weather from where I've been for so long. And some of it, I'm sure, is just, you know, natural reactions on your skin. But I'm going to also get a facial probably this week too. It's time. But yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to steam my face. I probably could put some products in here that would give me an amazing steam treatment. Like, I'll have to look into it. Maybe something natural. I don't know what kind of natural products you could put in a steamer, but I'm sure there are some that you could put in that would probably open your pores. Maybe like a eucalyptus or a menthol, something like that. Maybe not too much menthol, because, ooh, baby, menthol can be strong, honey. I've done something with menthol before on my scalp, and I almost put my whole head in the tub. Like, it was crazy. It was spicy. But anyway, I'm gonna just finish this up, do my little skincare, and I'm gonna call it a night. It has been a great day. I hope you all are feeling loved. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope your hearts are full. Mine is. I'm feeling very grateful, very thankful today and every day. And I hope you're feeling the same way. And we'll talk soon. Your girl is in full relax mode, as you can see. I'm just like, oh, la, la, la. That foot massage took me out. And then coming home, taking a nice shower, and then the steam treatment. Like, your girl is about to be out of there very soon as far as getting some good sleep. So anyway, y'all take care.